So this is the wee 16 footer, and I'll show you around. So we've got the mast here, which is wooden. Could certainly do with a polish up and maybe some new ropes. I haven't had anything break on me, but they look a bit tired. I think from memory there's not too much to say about the mast. Feels a good weight. Doesn't seem to have rotted particularly. Doesn't seem to be coming to bits either, I don't think. That track runs to the top. We've got a bit of a messy thing here. This peg runs a block for with a halyard for the flag. Apparently that's the flag halyard, and then we've got the main halyard, and then the jib is a furling jib on the forestay, which attaches there. Is that right? What's this halyard for then? Oh, spinnaker maybe, or whatever else you want to put up. This is the mainsail, which is on a wooden boom, presumably as original as the mast is. I don't know if the rigging is original, the boat's original rigging, or even if it was the original, I don't know if it was nabbed off someone else. This is the sail number T774. I think maybe it was a logo as well. No, that might have been it. It's got some wee battens in there, and it seems to work pretty good. The only issues either with the sail really is I think maybe both these eyes at each end along the bottom here are poked. It seems to have something inside it though. Hasn't broken on me, but could probably be replaced. But no tears in the sail, and all the battens are good, and yeah, looks a bit tired and old, but works. Has these nice plastic tracks, all of which work. None of those are missing from memory, I'm pretty sure. And that's the furling jib or foresail, and it's got ridiculous sheets on it. To be honest, the sheeting system could be a bit better for this jib, but the furling setup all works really well. No issues there, no tears once again. Once again though, it is missing its wee grommets. It's got a grommet there, but missing a grommet there. All works good though. So that's the rigging and wardrobe. Actually, there is a spinnaker somewhere, which I think is nabbed off something like a sunburst or something. There is a spinnaker pole as well here, which we haven't really used. I think it maybe needs a bit more setup to be able to use properly. I did set it up once in the trailer and it seemed a bit awkward. I can't remember why now. We'll just go over the trailer. So this is the front of the trailer. It's just got a hand winch on the front. That all functions fine. No issues there. No real rust. As far as the trailer itself is, I'm pretty sure the trailer was built for the boat, and I'm pretty sure it must have been, like if you look at this, is clearly hot dip galved after it was fabricated, which is really nice. So it's in like, it's a really nice trailer. It's in really good nick, and it works really well. It's tipping. It's got a tipping setup there, and it works so nice, especially with the winch and all. I actually really like the trailer. The only rusty bit on the whole trailer was what looks like probably a repair weld here, but that's not really rusty. I think I wire brushed it and put a bit of Rust-Oleum on it, maybe, by the looks of that. I thought I put some lanolin on it, but maybe it was Rust-Oleum. And the springs are all good as well. It's a bit hard to see. Tires have got lots of tread on them. They hold their air fine. They're wee 4 studs. What are they? 10-inch rims. But the wheel bearings are knackered, and it needs new bearings. And I don't know if it'd be cheaper and easier just to get them to stick it on a new bit of box iron for a new axle altogether, or just cut the ends off these and weld some new ones on. They're plate, so the current studs don't go into the box iron, they just go onto that plate there. So I suppose you could use the original axle probably at that rate, fairly easy. I bought new studs and hubs, but I just ran out of time to do it. Been very busy with other things, moving into a bus, which we had to build first. Hence we're selling this old girl. There's some brass, I don't know what you call them, guards on these wee skeggy bits, and they are coming off. They have come off the front. It has come off the front of this boat, and I've got it. Just needs screwed on with some new screws, which would be really easy to do. And it's coming off the back there as well. Look, it's caught on something, and yeah. But as you can see, I don't know how well that's coming through. Yeah, it looks good as. Just needs screwed on. And the centerboard's quite nice. It's a solid bit of steel. Looks to be about 12mm thick, maybe. And yeah, the guards are all good back here. Yeah, the centerboard works well. I'll show you how that works in a minute. I don't love the rudder. I think it's pretty crappy. It's good to tie a bit of string on there, because sometimes if you hit a bit of mud or whatever, the whole thing can flick out and suddenly your rudder's floating 10 yards behind you. So I'll put some new elastic on there, but I reckon a kick rudder would be way better. And I was planning on making one up, probably even just using this rudder. My last wee trailer sailor had a much better setup in that regard, which I think from memory I built actually. We were being very heavy duty, so probably I made it. It's got a tiller extension. Once again, could do with wee varnish, but no rot or cracks or anything. Rudder's got a bit chipped out of the back of it, but it's solid as. It's just this whole setup I don't love. I think it's not very good. That just pops out. You push that in and slide it up. A very solid outboard stand, and oh, there's the spinnaker. There's the spinnaker there, and we've got a couple of hatches in the back. That's all beautifully bolted on. It's strong as. You know, you can just see, this is probably a good opportunity to see the general quality of the build. Everything's been lined with epoxy really well. In fact, this box is pretty much all completely glassed on the inside. And there's no glass there. I don't know why that is. What's the chances that's a repair? Looking at that, I would say that is a repair actually. I'm guessing quite a long time ago. I'm pretty sure the last owner had it for 30 years, and I'm pretty sure he hasn't really done much to it other than probably give it a look of paint with paint that didn't work very well. But that does look like a repair. It looks good, it doesn't look like it's rotted, but I would say that that's not actually really sealed on the inside, maybe. Okay, there's a bad example. In general though, yeah, I mean this is all epoxied and glassed, and it's very nicely built. I had a Hartley 16 footer. These are all real solid and healthy inside and out. The hull, I mean, if you just look over both sides of the hull, the paint, whatever was underneath was good, but whatever was put on top just was terrible. So it could do with a good wire brush or flat sand, gentle sand, and a new coat of paint that's actually going to stay on. But underneath she's in beautiful nick. I think the hull's been, oh, there's a wee dent there. That's above the waterline, but that doesn't look too ugly. Not sure if there's been some attempt at a repair there. There's still the glass there looking good. That wee hole is 4. It's even got an anchor hatch. It's a really nice little boat. You can see it's all glassed. All glassed, and I've had all that out. That's a nice sand anchor. Lots of rope and chain. And yeah, there's no rot in the area. It's all real good. That looks like bog, but I think it's just off this pink bit of rubber here. But if you look down the hull, both sides, it's in good nick. No catastrophic damage. I'm not going to walk back there, but that's the sheet and block for the dropping the centerboard up and down. Nice and accessible in the cockpit, which is good. Tiller extension, and a traveller for your main sheet, and that all works pretty good. The one thing I'm not a big fan of is the setup for the jib sheets, or the sheets for the foresail, because it looks, oh, it's got a rubbish sheet on it, big fat ugly thing. I think could be improved. So once again, it's solid as a screw. It needs it clean, but it's really in beautiful condition. Beautiful, I think so anyway. Other than it's not aesthetically beautiful at the moment, it's paint, but the condition of the actual build is really good, and it would really tidy up very nicely with very little effort. The paint's slightly better in here, maybe a bit more original. I must have had something, there must have been something rusty sitting there at some point, but once again it's all nicely reinforced. This is one of the repairs that are needed. So there's putting that brass railing on the keel, whatever, and then there's this. So there might even be this bit of wood kicking around, or some of this bit of wood kicking around, and that does look a bit sad just there. But I think that could be sealed up. It's a wee bit soft just there, but all good otherwise. But it's got a crack running down here, so this bit could be repaired. Like, it's every time, it's quite easy to feel tempted to stand on this because it's a bit of a step across otherwise, and it's not enjoying that. It really needs something stronger across there to reinforce the whole thing, really. Oh, I was gonna get the torch and I didn't. Okay, so I think I said you could sleep 4 in here. It's better than my Hartley could do from memory. Once again, just it's just yeah, they might be little repairs or something, eh? And there's a wee swivelly bit down there, not sure what it's for. And then obviously you've got your locker down there, you know, a couple of oars. Oh, she's beautifully made though, beautiful I reckon. And yeah, so I think there's quite a lot of styrofoam kicking around in spare spaces. Like, people have just chucked styrofoam where they can in there. I think from memory the hull, it's not very interesting under there. It's all, I think there's some toilet roll there, lots of styrofoam being packed into all these little hatches, but there's hatches everywhere, little storage compartments. That there is obviously where it got pinged at some point and has sort of been repaired from the outside, and they didn't really do anything to it on the inside. Doesn't leak or anything, probably is spat on the water line. Oh, that's the inside for the oh, I don't know what they're called. That's it, yeah, attach your side stays to. Looks like that's supposed to be tight, I'm not sure. That's for your cleats. All the same story. Oh, one other little bit of repair that could be done is you'll notice when you're sitting in the cockpit on this side, it's a wee bit squelchy just there, and it's because this, even that one's coming away. They just need probably re-glued more than anything. Just glued and clamped, pushed up. That's another wee repair that could be done. It's honestly though extremely minor stuff. I think there's much to show in here really. She's in good nick, really, in my opinion. You should have seen my Hartley that I had before, which was an old battleship. The way it was built compared to this, very heavy and many crappy elements to it really. And this thing's just elegantly put together. This belonged to the Broad Bay Boating Club for quite a long time, I think. This is a wee light I bought from Bunnings. I'm not sure if it's going to, oh yeah. I just put that in the mast or up one of the halyards at night if I had it anchored or moored in the harbour overnight. It just sort of runs for like, I think the battery lasts like 3 days and nights non-stop or something. Just double A's. There's a fender there. There's another fender somewhere. I wonder where that is. There are 2 fenders. Where's the other fender? Seem to be missing a fender. There should be another fender somewhere. And a boat hook. And we've got a chart of Otago Harbour, and that bolt there is for stepping the mast, so don't lose that. Any questions? This has obviously got the centerboard in it. You could access the pivot bolt in there. And she doesn't leak. She's tight as a drum. She probably would leak through the hatch a wee bit. Looks like those screws could be done up or something along there. This is all solid and good nick. Works well. Yeah. That's probably it. We covered everything. That bucket and stand back there is for the outboard, but that's being sold separately. These tarps can come with it. I haven't used them, but that silver one's quite new and good, better quality than most. And covers the boat well. Life jacket's not included. That's the trailer lights there. And that's it.